Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge Save with Siena. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. Really does help me out a lot. We're looking at Claudio Paulino, the Portuguese defender that we got from one of our intakes as a result of our link with Anadia back in the day. A Portuguese team in the third tier at this point. Not the second tier, but the third tier. So I kind of know what I can get with Portuguese teams, it feels like. And maybe, just maybe, that is where we're heading off to next in our next destination going forward. But yeah, Paulino, very good defender. Very happy we have him. And he is very good. Probably the best defender we have right now. Federlandi is also on his way to potentially becoming a Real Madrid player, which is funny to say the least, because I was not expecting to see that report come up. But still, we've had a few games we last met. We're going to have a last game before our new youth intake. And shall we see how we've been getting on? Since our 2-0 win against Bar, we've had a very difficult run of games. The first of which was against Let's say we drew 1-0 back with the first goal of the game. But we get an equaliser actually in the second half. Much to my own surprise. And it was a quite good goal actually, to be honest with you. Novello finds Basante, who scores the equalising goal. So a game that we scored a goal. But unfortunately for us, we weren't the better team, and the fact we did get that goal was kind of saying a lot. And at the end of the day, this is a point that we absolutely were lucky to get, I think, honestly. So, yeah, we're not doing well against Let's Say these days, unfortunately. It shows that they've actually improved where we've been stagnating a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. The next game we had was against future champions of Serie A, Inter Milan. Aurier with the first goal, and both their goals came from corners, unfortunately for us. Conte made a mistake with the header, and Zhang with the finish. We do have get a goal back, and it's actually a goal from a debutant today, which is very nice indeed. And yeah, Ayafrat with the finish. So Daniel Ayafrat gets his first ever goal, his first appearance for the club too. We actually had the better chances too. We were a better team in the end, and the fact we managed to lose this game is actually surprising, but I suppose I should be a bit disappointed with this. But given that this guy on his debut from the bench scored for us, I'm actually not that bad, not that upset. He came as a shadow striker and he scored. Now, he's not amazing. I will acknowledge this. He's only 16 as well. So that's also a good sign. But the fact he managed to score in his debut for us is very good. He's wanted by Milan, Atalanta, Cagliari and Hellas Verona, which honestly tells me a lot about how good he's going to be. But he's inconsistent, is not very brave, and has a few issues to work on. So maybe we should work on a few things first before we do anything else. He's a striker first and foremost as well, so maybe, just maybe, this guy is someone we need to work on. But he got a goal in his debut for us, and I'm very happy with him because he shows me that maybe there's a bright future in the game for this guy as well. The next game we had was against Juventus away from home, and yeah, 3 games in a row. We've had difficult teams. Lazio, Inter Milan, now Juventus. Beckel scores the first goal to make it 1-0 to Juventus. And we don't get ourselves back into this, unfortunately, until after this goal goes in. So it's 2-0 to Juventus after this finish from Perez. Near post header. Helps him out very nicely indeed. But we do get a goal back. And it's another debutant. So a debutant made an appearance today. Francisco Dai finds Federico Tortelli, who scores his first ever goal for the club. Good finish from him. Unfortunately for us, they get a goal again. So it's now 3-1. Kaiser with the finish. And Juventus showing why they're so good. So maybe I should be a bit disappointed with this result, but at the same time, we were never really as good as they were, and they were easily the better team here. I'm just happy that Federico Tortelli scored on his debut as well, from the bench no less. And he is also lacking in brave. Why my players not brave? It's my question. I literally don't know why my players are not brave, but I also don't know why apparently he can play as a left winger and a left back. Why was he played there? He's also won by Calgary, which is good, I suppose. Not great. But he's also got 16 finishing. So if he's not a striker, then I don't know what I'm doing with him. Because he's got that kind of talent. And I'm very excited to see what we can do with him. Really am. The next game we have was against Parma. And Calanda scores his 10th goal of the season. All of which in the league from the penalty spot. So he is our top goal scorer of all things. So there you go. They do get an equaliser just before half time. However, unfortunately for us for Parma, to do that is annoying, and we do get ourselves back in front in the 54th minute of the game quite early on. Calandra finds Tortelli, who scores a second in 2 games. So Tortelli showing why he is very much highly regarded for us, and I'm very excited for him to become our main man in the future if he can keep it up. But the fact he's got 2 goals, he's already a fifth of the way from Calandra's goal tally of the season. Tells you how badly our strikers have been doing, doesn't it? But yes, a 2-1 victory, the only victory we really had in this run of games. It's kind of telling you a very concerning story, isn't it? The last game we had was against Atalanta, and I don't know why there's only one person at wall, but okay. They scored a pretty goal, that free kick, and then 5 minutes later, it's 2-0 to Atalanta, and Blackman with the finish. Yeah, it wasn't our best game, really. And the fact we've also lost 4 of the last 6 matches as well is not ideal. Is it 6 or 5? It's definitely feels like a lot of damage, but we haven't had our best run of form, but also the opponents we've had have been so difficult, it's ridiculous. So yeah, it's not great, is it? When you get Lazio, Juventus, Inter Milan, and Atalanta in your list of fixtures, it does not help our confidence. And yes, they're the bad team by some distance, but even so, surely we do better than this, surely. Still, this run of fixtures has not helped us in the slightest. We are now down in 6th place. We've got a game in hand over Fiorentina, so if we win, as Fiorentina got beaten by Rome of all teams, that's a bit surprising actually. But if we win, we go back up to 5th place. We're now only, wow, I just realised we're only 5 points clear of the bottom half of the table now after a bad run of fixtures and bad run of form. So that's concerning. Inter also 11 points clear of Juventus, who just lost 6-2 to Sassuolo of all teams. So Juventus are suddenly forgetting how to win, and that's a bit concerning for their point of view. So Inter Milan could be 14 points clear by the end of the day if they beat Napoli, which actually would be good for us if they do. So, I mean, if we win and Napoli don't, then we're just 5 points off 4th and 3rd place. So maybe Champions League football is still on, but we need to kick up. We need to do a lot better than what we've been doing as of late. So hopefully we can start doing that very, very soon in this next game. Also, the youth intake on its way to being done today. In this video, I'm going to hope we have a good time. We've also made a bit of a change to the formation. Not much. We just moved our defensive midfielder up to the centre midfielder role because, well, I got more centre midfielders than defensive midfielders, so I thought it made sense, really. So, yeah, hopefully we can get this up and we can keep this going. I don't think I want to do more than this, though. So, maybe have the deep line playmaker as a support role instead of the defensive role and not having him down here because it left a bit of a gap and I felt, okay, might need to plug that gap a little bit. Yes, it's not ideal, but we got to work with it, and that's all I've got to say no matter. We got the likes of Passanti, who's injured, Dai suspended, Polino's suspended, Viatina is injured, Calusi's injured, he's fractured his arm, he broke his lower arm actually, so that was annoying. But yeah, we got a few injuries to work with, and I think plugging this hole is a better option than having a defensive midfielder. Yes, it covers more depth, but honestly, it hasn't really helped us, and I think going for this kind of formation works better. So hopefully, this will be a better thing for us, and hopefully, going forward, this will be better for our formation as of late. So yeah, we've got to do ourselves justice here. We're making a change in his tactics too, because Margiotti is also slightly injured. I've realised how many games he's played. He's played 17 games this season and has started all of them. And has scored 3 goals in the league. So he's not a terrible player by any stretch of imagination. It just means we've got to work on a few things. We have Vittoriti is in goal. Ishan, Rossi, Poro, and Alberti are the defenders. Mapelli's back. Calandra's in the middle. And Mangoni is on the left. Fernandi and Obot are the attacking midfielders. Obot's back from international duty. And Novello starts in the striking position. Tortelli's on the bench. He did have the best of games last time out, so I'm giving him a little rest. And yeah, Basilico, Malika, Brunet, Olivi, Margiotta on the bench. Conte, Caponi, Brazzoni, Manzato, Maione, Tortelli, and DiBiase are also on the bench. So it should be a good game. I think we should win. If we don't win, then I've done something wrong. So either way, let's take on Genoa and see if we can get all 3 points, shall we? Okay, first highlight of the game we've actually seen, which is a bit concerning. It's taken so long to get there, but Obot's lost out to Karadi, who finds Nanzimov with the tackle, but Obot doesn't get there again. I'm actually concerned we're not going to do something stupid here, but Perez on the ball finds Holmes, who is in and scores the opening goal of the game, and that is not a good sign when I move my defensive midfielder forward to be a centre midfielder, and it feels like a gap has formed here. Yeah, the ball's through is a little annoying. The fact he's got through, Ross is called out, Pero's called out as well, and The keeper's got no defense. He's got no one to help him out there, and Holmes just got a clean through and goal. It's 1-0, and I mean he's timed it really well. But you gotta say, well, what are the defenders doing? What are they doing? We got a corner, thankfully for us. Mapelli will take it. He's gonna find Fanelli with the corner. Finds Mapelli, plays across, and Poro. I think that's his first ever goal. It looks like his first ever goal, but that's a good start. Yeah, it's his first ever goal. Finally, we've got an equaliser, and that's good. Really good indeed. You know, I was kind of expecting more than this. I wasn't expecting a 1-1 draw, so that's not worked out as well as I hoped it would be. I think a bad run of form and bad run of fixtures has not helped us in the slightest, so yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Oh, wow, okay. Oh, my God. Okay, this intake has arrived, and I'm actually surprised with this. So, we got a lot of 4-star players, apparently, including this guy. Vincenzo De Luigi. Oh, my days. He is... So, we might have a good right back. That's cool. We might have a really good right back. And, oh, this actually puts a damp on my plans, doesn't it? Okay. This guy's actually pretty good. He's actually pretty good. This is something I was not prepared for, but okay, we can work with this. We can actually work with this. Bloody hell. So, youth candidates are here. How about that? Yeah? Gotta be honest, I knew that could be a very good sign, but the fact he's actually that good is really cool. So, the guy we'll talk to expect is him, and I gotta be honest, might be really good. He's not amazing right now, but he's only 15. Imagine how good he'll be when he gets older, yeah? Then again, I might be able to see him when he's older. Oh god, that's a fault, isn't it? Yeah, this guy's really good and might be pretty good at doing things as well. He's fairly professional and is determined quite a bit. So, aggression 17, bravery 17. It's not what I want in that regard. I'm gonna have to wait until we see the match, but very exciting for him. Luca Biassi, winger, striker, and an inverted winger. He looks decent too. Gotta be honest, he looks decent. He's got 12 finishing. He's an advanced forward, really, isn't he? More than anything else. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of potential. And the fact he's already half a star in the complete forward position is also very good. Okay, jumping reach. That is a bit low, as well as his strength and his work rate. So, I need to work on a few things, I think. But he looks really good otherwise. And this guy is a left winger who can be a left wing back and a left back. He can literally play everywhere on the left hand side. Diminutive winger is literally his description. So, yep, that's cool. He is very short, 5'2", arrives late in the opponent's area, cuts inside from the left wing. I'm sorry, that tells me he's an inside forward more than anything else, surely. He cuts in. If he cuts in the inside, then that means he'll definitely be someone who could be very, very late. Okay, so yeah, this guy's got a lot of potential here. He's got decent pace, good flair, off the ball's good, passing's 11, technique's 14, teamwork's also 14, crossing's 8, dribbling's 10. I think we got a good winger here, I really do. Pablo Lenzi, another Lenzi as a right winger. That's interesting to say the least. Another promising winger, shoots from distance, avoids using the weaker foot, which is his... It's not really a weaker foot, is it? It's reasonable. But he can play as an inside... He can play as a attacking midfielder, but he can also play as an attacking midfielder and can also play as a striker too. So this guy's got potential to do really good things. He's not amazing in some areas, like his heading, long shots, marking, tackling, positioning, stuff like that. Strength and jumping reach, again, is an issue. They can't jump, it feels like these new people, but okay. We've already talked about Vincenzo De Luigi, but still, the guy's remarkable. Really remarkable. Apparently his teamwork is his weakness. That's concerning, but okay. He's at least brave, right? He's very brave. We've got an Austrian centre-back who can also be a right-back. I think centre-back's more him. Yeah, he looks more like a centre-back than a right-back, doesn't he? Look at this. Heading of 11, strength of 9, pace 10, marking of 9, tackling of 12, positioning of 11. He's 6 foot, and he's definitely a centre-back. There's no question about it. He's not a full-back at all. Why are they telling me he's a full-back? Honestly. Alfredo Carraro, he's got low self-belief, but he's got decent abilities. I don't know why he's got low self-belief, but yeah, it could be a striker if we need him to be. And he's got a lot of areas I'm liking. So technique, passing good. First touch, composure, also pretty good. Finishing, a little bit on the weaker side, but as is his stamina, other than that, he's got a lot of things we can work on. he's just not very strong, and he cuts in from the left-hand side. Almost, yeah, he's an inverted winger, so that makes sense for that. Tonelli is another player, another fullback. We seem to get a lot of fullbacks today. That's a good sign, actually, I think. But yeah, fullback here, temperamental, a little annoying with that, but he's got decent stats. He's not amazing. Teamwork's 19, though. That is very good, very unselfish. And he runs with the ball on the left wing, so maybe to work on that, a few things here, but still pretty decent. Mogari is a centre midfielder who actually has potential. Very good potential, actually, to look kind of decent. He's got a few areas I'm looking at and thinking he could be very good at, but he feels well rounded, but doesn't feel like he's the best player in the world either, so a few things to work on with him, I think. Lorenzo Iso is a 3-star potential, yes, but I'm looking anyway because he's got potential to look pretty good. He can play in 2 positions. He's got low determination as well, so maybe a few things to work on, but the fact he's only half a star and he's got this well-rounded in stats is very confusing to me, really is. Also, we got a goalkeeper in Jose Eduardo Pardel, so I think we seem to get a lot of Portuguese people at the moment, which is interesting to say the least, but okay. And he's also been the last person we're talking about because, well, as a goalkeeper, he's the last 3-star potential player, so he needs work, a lot of work, but he's not terrible either. At least we've got something to work with, yeah? But still, let me know in the comments below which of these intakes we've just had is the best one in your opinion. I want to hear your opinion on this, and I'm kind of curious to see what you make of this as well, because I'm looking at the Austrians, and I keep on finding really good Austrian intakes at the moment, which is very nice. And it's also the first intake we've had with Simeone Cavano in our head of youth development role, so again, very interesting to say the least. Either way, I'm actually going to end this here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys will like and share this video, and that you also subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.